Hey guys, and welcome back to Beetle Uprising, and I want to apologize. Oops, that's the wrong button. Okay, there we go. I want to apologize for how long it has been between these episodes. I had a little bit of an accident. Well, we've expanded again. I had a bit of an accident with... Oh gosh, okay, I'm gonna pause this because so much is happening. But with the last footage, and unfortunately I lost the episode, so... There's been a bit of a time skip since last time, and I do apologize for that, but it was like all genetic information anyway. So you can see we have a bunch of beetles here that have these different keys in their names, basically. And what this means is, it's basically just an easy reference for me to look at and see what beetles have what stats and what's good. I haven't named this guy, so I'll go ahead and show you the convention I've been using right now. So we have Tigurs, who I believe is the most recent one I bred. I did some breeding. Well, all of it ended up being off camera, but I was going to do some off camera even before I realized the footage was gone. But so let's take a look at Tigur's stats. So we have not quite perfect stats because this one is he doesn't have the maximum. So what that'll be is that'll be a dash because he has very good stats, he just doesn't have all of them. So we want to breed him with one who does have that stat. Quickness, he does not, but again it's very similar. This is the only one he's missing. So that'll be another dash. Regeneration, he has maximum, so he's got some missing, but you can see he has at least one side represented, so we will mark him with an R for regeneration. Health he has one missing, two missing. He's not the greatest at health, but he's okay, so we'll mark him. If there's only one or two missing, I do a dash. If there's a lot missing, I give him an X. So perception, again, only one missing, so he's getting pretty close. Ferocity, this one's missing. Again, there's only one missing. So he's actually getting really close. And armor, we actually have full on both sides. So, Tigur's is actually a really good breeding beetle. Now, I have been juicing some beetles. I've had to. It's rather unfortunate, but I had to. We also are having a little bit of food issues. I've sent some of them out to do more. There's a rotted cucumber and a rotted hunk of meat. What does this say? Edible before the rot, glorious now. Oh gosh, so I guess they really like the rotten stuff. And then we probably want to, we have so many nesting materials here. Probably want to get some of those put out, and then I'm going to put, I really like these crystals. I'm going to stick another one in the corner here. And I think that's all the decoration we have. Do we have grooming items? We do. We have another, oh no, I just didn't put it down, actually. Alright, how do we do this? There we go. We can place, no. Okay, how do I do this again? Okay, you can rotate it like that. I figured this out at one point. Alright, okay, here we go. I can move it like that. And then, okay. If you destroy this, does it actually get rid of it? Oh no, that just toggles between place and put back in the inventory. Okay. Alright, let's not do that. So I think we should be good for the time being. But I want to go through our beetles and possibly destroy some of the ones by juicing them, even though that's not a fun thing to have to do, because we have a lot again, and while we do have a lot of space in the nest, we don't have a lot of resources just yet. And so I want to get rid of some of the beetles that are not the greatest breeding-wise. So let's take a look at what we have. I believe Apahog has been a good one, and then I think, was it Ortzirs has been a good one? Or Ozagupi was a good one. So, let's look at some of our strength-based beetles. Basically an X means we don't want to use this beetle for breeding for that stat. So this one is actually really close to being perfect on that. You can see there's actually just 2 down. So the other thing that I didn't explain about my naming convention here is that a capital letter, so let's say we have a capital S instead of a lowercase one, is going to indicate that the stat is maxed out. Now we haven't seen that just yet. In fact, I've only ever had one beetle get that, and it had one great stat and the rest terrible stats. So... so that one is, because all are represented, we have an S. All are represented, so we have a Q. Regeneration is pretty decent, so we have a dash. Health is not decent, really. I can't remember, I don't know why I had a dash. Dash can sometimes, I think I'm going to change it to an X, but sometimes what dash can mean is that, it's still a gene we want to keep because it's the only one with that. So if we sort by health, do we have... I think we have others. Yeah, we've got all those genes represented, so there's no need to have to keep that one and not have it X'd out. So let's also look then at perception. Perception is really good. In fact, we're only down on 1 point. So perception is good. Ferocity, again, very good. And armor, not the greatest. We're down on several. So pretty good stats overall, I'd say. A fairly well-rounded beetle. In fact, we might want to breed this one with Toggers. Possibly. Maybe. Okay, let's look at Conquer. Okay. So we've got, again, very high health stat, or very high strength stat, very good quickness stat, decent regeneration, so that should be, yeah, okay. Health, again, could be better, so that one's on an X. Perception, again, really good stat. Ferocity, really good stat. Armor could be better, and in fact... we're down... Armor's okay. It's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. So that one's not bad either. The hard part about this is we're gonna have to choose which beetles to get rid of based off. We have a lot that are doing pretty well now. So I think Opahog might be getting ready to be phased out because you can see... well, quickness actually is all represented. Regeneration, though, we're down on 2. Health, we're down on 3. Perception is almost completely full. Ferocity's not. Ferocity's good, I think. Yeah. And then armor could be a lot better. So Opahog right now might be on... I'll put a dash at the end because that will indicate we're considering. We'll go through and compare some of the worst stats that we have. Also, Ozagoopy. Because we should have beetles that have all stats full on all ones, I believe. So we don't have to worry about losing a stat completely, basically. Let's see, armor. Here, I'll start from the top again. Strength is pretty good. I think some of them have better. Quickness is pretty good. They're all represented at least on both of those. Regeneration, we're down 1. So I'm gonna mark that with a dash because that should actually be on an X. Some of these I named before, or some of these I marked before I realized I needed a dash in the naming convention too. Ferocity's good. We have everything represented. Health, we've got everything represented. Perception, everything represented. Armor is one where we're down on just 2, actually. So armor's not bad either. Ozagoopy really is a good beetle. So then we have Toggers, who we just named. Ethiog, okay. This, I'm seeing a lot of X's, which this might make this beetle a candidate for ending up getting potentially juiced. In fact, let me go back, and instead I will change this possibly to a J, or I'll put a J in for possibly getting juice. So there we go. Strength could be a lot better. It's still full. We have both sides represented, but we have beetles that have a lot better. Quickness, we're down on 1. Only down on 1. But again, I've seen this represented a lot better on, so technically that would be a dash. I've seen it, but I've seen a lot better representation overall, because even on the ones that I'm marking as fully represented, there's different levels of that, because you could have all stats and then only 1 is double, or you could have all stats and only 1 is missing, and it would still both, that's one flaw in the naming convention. Alright. Regeneration, all is represented and it's not too bad. Health, we're down on 1 to just 2 it looks like, which is still okay, but I've seen a lot better. Even if we look at Ozagoopy, I think a lot of the others have higher health as well. So, perception, we're down on 1, 2, only 2 again, so that's not terrible, but again, we've seen a lot better. Even Ozagoopy has full perception. Ferocity, we're down on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a really bad one. I've missed something. I think I missed the last stat or something like that. So regeneration, health, perception, ferocity. I missed putting in the armor stat for some reason. So armor is down on 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be an X as well. So that makes Ethiog a potential candidate for getting juiced. We're going to go through a couple of times like this and just weed out the ones that are going to be genetically not as good. Now, that does sound a little bit cruel, and unfortunately it is just a fact of nature. Like, the trouble we're having now is that the food supply is low, and what we're going to need to be doing is, in order to ensure the species survival, we have to make sure the strongest ones are the ones that go on. And that does happen to some extent in the wild as well, which is basically the concept of adaptation, because it's the creatures that are most suited to their environment that have the best traits are going to be the ones that tend to survive, versus the ones that have worse traits are going to be the ones that end up getting killed off naturally. So, for example, I'll just throw this out here as an example. If you have, like, let's just say wolves, and you have wolves up in the tundra. Well, the reason that the Arctic wolves are known for having white furs because it can help them blend in. So if you have a bunch of wolves in the tundra, and some of them are white and some of them are black, the white wolves are probably going to have an easier time catching prey than the black wolves, because they can end up stalking and being hidden, whereas the black wolves are going to stand out like a sore thumb. And you're going to see more likelihood for the white wolves to survive than the black wolves to survive in that environment. Now, it could very well be reversed. You could have a very dark, shadowy forest, and if you have the white wolves and the black wolves again, you might see the white wolves having a harder time surviving there because their fur makes them stand out. So that's just an example. I don't know how much that one really... It's a concept. I don't know if there's really been any study on that particular example. But it's basically the concept of the traits that enable a creature to survive better are going to be the ones that tend to be kept. And that's where the concept of adaptation comes in. So let's look at your body here. I'm seeing a lot of X's, and we're going to see if those really are true. Okay, on strength, I'm going to be very, very picky, and I will leave this as an X because a lot of our beetles do have a lot more strength. So I don't think this strength stat is worth breeding. Quickness, we're down on 2, and then we have a lot of other lower ones, so I will leave that as an X as well. Regeneration, we're down on 1, but I think we're seeing a lot better, we have a better regeneration stat on toggers. We're seeing a lot better, we have a lot better regeneration stats, so I'm actually going to put that one on X as well. Basically, an X just indicates it's on the lower end. I am more or less picky depending sometimes. Health, all are represented, but again, it's not the greatest stat. Are they all represented? No, one is missing, and I think I have it on... I have that one on dash. That one can stay on dash because it's fairly good. We're just down on 1. Perception, we're down on 1. And it's decent. I'll change that one to a dash as well. And ferocity, we're down here, down here, down here, down here. Ferocity is really bad. But armor is excellent. So, the question is, how does the armor compare to Togger's? Because Togger has better stats overall. So... I'm pretty sure your body's armor stat is better, just at a glance. But I think we want to keep Togger's, because Togger is going to take away less from the other stats than Gearbody will. Gearbody still has pretty bad stats all around. And Togger's, though the armor stat specifically is a little lower. Let's also look at this one. That's definitely worse still. Let's sort by armor stat. Your body has the best armor stat, but Ortzir's is not bad either. Ortzir's might be likely to get called out, though, just because of, again, having some pretty bad stats. We'll have to come through and look, though. I think we're mostly going to keep... Because if we breed... Okay, let's just say we breed Toggers. And is it... Where is it? Ozahog, right? Is it Ozahog? Oh, I think I sorted it wrong. Oh, it's gonna save, okay. Or not Ozahog, Ozagoopy. Ozagoopy does not have a very good armor stat, actually. So we'll keep Gear Body for now, because I think we'll hang on to that just in case we need it. Let's go back to sorting this way. We'll look at Owakozig. So Owakozig we don't need to keep for armor because we have Gear Body. So Strength is bad. Quickness is pretty bad as well. Regeneration is all there, but could be a lot better. I've seen a lot better stats here. So health here could be better. I've seen worse though as well. Perception could be better, although actually it's not too terrible. So I'm gonna mark that one as a dash as well, but I think this one we may be getting rid of because we have a lot of better ones with perception and a lot of better ones with health. Ferocity is pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. And armor is pretty bad. Okay, so we're gonna put a J in here to indicate that we want to juice this beetle potentially. Nesrect, another one with a lot of X's in there. So do we have any? We have Ozagoopy has quickness. And a lot of the others have just dashes in the quickness, which means that their quickness is not bad, it's just not high enough to qualify for... they don't have all of them represented. But they have most. Strength could be better, but could also be worse. Quickness is full on both sides, but I don't think that's a stat we necessarily need to keep right now. Regeneration is... it could be better. I think we have a lot that have... We've got some more that have the J in their name, or there are in their names, that could represent that. Health is pretty bad. We have 3 missing at least. Perception could be better. Ferocity is pretty decent. How does that compare to this? There's actually not too much different. There's one better stat here, and then armor is pretty bad. So I think we're gonna... Our armor's decent, but not the greatest. We have better armor ones. So we're gonna put Nesrect as a possibility for juicing, and I think we're just gonna go through and juice all the ones that have the J in their names. Wooziers has health and perception. Are those represented? Elsewhere, perception, definitely. Health, perception. Yeah, we definitely have those stats represented better. So strength is pretty bad. Quickness is pretty bad. Regeneration, I've seen better. Health is good. Perception is good. Ferocity, I've seen a lot better. And armor, I've seen a lot better. I think we're going to get rid of this one as well. And Ortziers. Strength is pretty bad, quickness is pretty bad, I've seen better regeneration, although this is full. Health is pretty bad, I've seen a lot better. Perception, I've seen a lot better. Ferocity and armor, I've seen a lot better. How does this compare to Gear Body? Gear Body definitely has better armor, so yes, this will be another one we're getting rid of. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna close this, I'm gonna pause this, because we have too many to be keeping up the food. So let's go ahead. We're gonna get rid of Ortziers. Anybody else? Apahog, I think we are gonna end up juicing. Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing a decent amount of breeding with Apahog off camera, but I think, yeah. Ethiog. Yeah, all of these ones that we've labeled we're gonna get rid of. Alright, and Wooziers. There we go. So we should have, we're down to just a few beetles now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that should be a lot more manageable for feeding. And I can tell you right now, some of them, like at Gear Body, are gonna get bred out as time goes on. So who is our best overall? Probably gonna be Ethagoopy. So what I'm gonna do here is, I think we're gonna go out on mission with, well, maybe. Who would I be okay if they died? Probably Gear Body. Gear Body would probably be better. So there's a chance of death and a chance of death. I think we're gonna send Gear Body because I wouldn't be overly sad, but it'd be kind of annoying. We're gonna go ahead, we'll begin. Chance of success, 72. Alright, and I'm gonna send some of the others. I'm basically gonna send everybody to go gather food at this point, because then we'll have it when we need it. But we need to get to the point of having others as well. Does this still have a chance of death? It's a low chance of death. Okay. So let's go back to the nest here. And Toggers is the only one still here. So the others should be back pretty decently soon. And I think... a little bit lonely. Okay. Succeeded, succeeded, succeeded. And I think we should be able to get social lead up. I'm basically just waiting for Toggers to grow up so we can breed, because I'll probably breed Toggers and Gearbody. Let's continue to fast forward. And there we go. And hopefully success, mission success. It failed, but Gearbody was okay. Alright. So what we're going to do then is we're going to breed these guys, and what we're ideally hoping for is a beetle with a good armor stat, which technically we should have, that has better stats than Gearbody, so that we can kind of replace Gearbody, because you can see Gearbody has worse stats than a lot of the other beetles. So let's go breeding. Toggers and Gearbody, so if we look at their stats, we can see they both have good armor stat, and that's mostly what we're breeding for. So let's see, if we look here, there's a lot of information on this, but it's very good information. Okay, so that's an out because we now have lost a stat. This is an excellent armor stat. This is also not bad. Decent. Yeah, that's not too bad either. Oh my gosh, we have a full armor stat. If this beetle is any good, okay, we're down quite a bit in the strength department. Down quite a bit in quickness. Regeneration could be a lot. Well, regeneration, actually, I think we have all represented. Health could be better, but is decent. Perception is decent. This middle beetle could be a really good candidate. It's rare to see a full stat like that, and that would make an excellent breeding beetle. Especially if... the other thing we need from Toggers is that regeneration. So, let's see. We might be able to breed Toggers back. There's going to be some inbreeding, by the way. That's just kind of how these things go. So let's look here. That one's out. This one's not bad either. We're only down on one. Ferocity could be a little better. Overall, not the worst stats. Definitely better strength. Yeah, I still think the one would be better, though. I think we're going to keep... it's the very middle one. We're going to keep this middle one. And we'll go ahead... and naming convention when we get back to the nest here. Let's quickly go through and name. So strength is an X, oops, not a Z, an X, because that's not very good. Also quickness is pretty bad. And health. Health is not all represented, or no, regeneration is the next one actually. Regeneration is fully represented, so we have it. It's not the greatest, though. Perception... wait, is health... health could still qualify, I think. Perception could still qualify. Ferocity could still qualify. And armor, the first one we have that has a cap. Or a cap. So what we're gonna do then... is, especially if we compare the stats here, we've got a lot better stats on Nonizu, so I'm actually going to get rid of Gearbody here. And that will that'll keep the population cap down, but it'll still enable us to have some good exploring going on, or not good exploring, some good genetics in the family. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna wait real quickly here for Nonizu to grow up, and everybody seems to be pretty happy. Everybody's doing pretty well. And hopefully... there we go. Alright, so now we're gonna breed Nonizu back to Toggers. So Toggers and Nonizu, because they should have a pretty good armor stat, they should have a pretty good regeneration stat, and hopefully we'll get some of these better stats from Toggers onto Nonizu. So let's breed them and see. And I see quite a lot of good armor stats. This one is just down by 1. And the strength is definitely getting better. So this one is pretty good. We might just end up keeping in the juicing beetle because this combination could be a lot better. This could be better, definitely. This armor stat, actually wait, what about this one? This one's not bad. We have almost full representation. Do either of those ferocity stats pretty much just are going to be down. Perception is not terrible. Health is not terrible. Regeneration is not terrible. Quickness could be better, and strength could be better, but is not terrible. Actually, we're going to keep this one. Not quite as good as a Nonizu, but overall, or in the armor stat, I mean, but overall, still pretty good. So this is the right one, right? Yes. We're going to go ahead and keep this one. And we'll go back to the nest. I'm going to pause real fast. And what we'll do is we'll use our naming convention. So we have strength. I'm going to mark with a dash because that's only down 2. And quickness is down 2. Regeneration down 1, only 1. So that's a dash as well. Health is down 2, so that's also a dash. Perception is down 1, also a dash, so this is looking promising. Ferocity is down 2, and armor is, we actually have it there, so Perslop, if I can pronounce that, is a lot better than Nonizu overall generally, because we have more stats that are really, really close. So we'll close that, and I'm actually going to send... What is Nonizu's chance of success right now if we send scouting? 44, 53, 44. So Nonizu is really not in good shape right now. So let's go back to the nest. The other thing I want to look at is we might want to try and see if we can start breeding this in. Okay, so I want to breed Ozagupi and Toggers and see if we can have a better middle of the line one, because we have some really close stats on Toggers, and they actually basically counterbalance exactly with Ozagupis. So let's try and breed Ozagupi and Toggers, actually. It already auto-completed it, so let's breed them. And hopefully what we're looking for is eventually one that could breed with a Perslop here, and we'll hopefully have some pretty good stats. I'm seeing a lot of good strength stat, or at least pretty good strength stat. The armor stat, a lot of it could be better. Ideally, we don't want to see it missing right there. So we have... Probably not going to find one that has full armor stat, honestly. So I'm probably going to look... Okay, this strength... Are there any... I don't think there's any that got full... Well, maybe. Okay. Full strength stat, yes. Quickness, almost. Regeneration, almost. Health, almost. Perception, almost perfect. Ferocity, pretty decent. We've got 3. And then armor could be a lot better. That's not the greatest right there. I honestly don't think... I'm just gonna pick a random beetle and keep it, and then we'll just name it with a dash because we're basically gonna immediately juice it. So we're going to, again, we'll try that pairing again and just see if we can get a better one. Sometimes you kind of have to do that. Hopefully we'll have some better ones here. So we've got a lot of good strength stat. I'm seeing some that do have full strength stat. Quite a few, actually. Quickness is only down 1, so that's decent. Regeneration, only down 1. Health is down 4. That's not very good. Perception is only down 1. Ferocity is down... Or perception, actually 2, but it's not even fully down. Ferocity, we're only down 1. And armor is pretty decent, but could be better. So this first one is a candidate. Again, strength is full. Quickness, oh, You interrupted me game saving, but I'm thankful that you're there. Quickness is down 2 and could be a lot better. Regeneration is not bad, it's only down 1. Health is down 1, 2. Perception is down 1. Ferocity is full, or it has all sides represented, and armor is only missing this bottom one. Okay, let's see. This is actually a full armor set on one side. I think this one might be a better option. We're down 1 in ferocity. Only half down once on perception, so that's really good. Health is actually only down once. Regeneration is down twice. Quickness is only down twice. And strength... Okay, I think we probably are going to end up keeping this one. This is the bottom one here. Let's look at the others. We're down... Well, strength is down once, actually. Armor is down once, twice. I'm just gonna kind of skim through some of the rest of these. Once, twice. I think this one here with the full armor stat is gonna be the one we want to keep, because that will be a lot better of an option to breed with Pertlop, I think. So let's keep this baby. Ozigdaz here. We'll go back to the nest. It'll pause here, we'll rename accordingly. So we're down 1 on strength, so that's still a dash. We're down 1 on quickness. We're down 2 on regeneration. If they're 2 or less, I'm calling them. Health, we're only down 1. Perception, we're almost perfect, actually. Ferocity, we're only down 1. And armor, we have all represented. So I think Ozigdaz here is going to be a good option to potentially breed with Pertlop. So let me see. Let me take... What are we doing here? Okay. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. Go back. Here we go. This was the right place. I wanted to put down some more nest material. Oh, you can put it down and rotate it. I just discovered that just now here. So let's see. Hopefully, if we go back to our beetles here, we have 2 young ones. And I think hopefully if we can get them to grow up, I want to breed them and see how their offspring would turn out, because I think we could I think we could have a good stat there. What is your greatest need? Ah, the health is down a little bit, so that's not as good of a thing. Okay, so they did both grow up. Okay, so I want to go breed them real fast. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Pertlop and Ozigdaz. So these guys both have really good stats, and they have good armor stat. So if we compare them, they've got pretty good stats across the board. And I'm hoping we'll be able to get some really good beetles from this. So, and it looks like we got a kind of bad batch, possibly. Actually, this armor stat is not bad. Ferocity is down 1. Perception is pretty good. Health is down 2. We're down 2 on, are these guys able to have perfects? I think they should be. Yeah, they could. Regeneration is down 2. Quickness is down 3. I think we could find a better one than that. We have another full one here. Ferocity is down 2. Perception is down 1. Health is down 1. I think we could find a better one than that. We've got full one here. Ferocity is down 1. Perception is down 1. Health is down 1. Regeneration is down 1. Quickness is down 2. Are they able? They are able to have good quickness, aren't they? They should be, yeah. And strength is down 1. That's not bad. This top one here is not bad. We've got another full armor. And we're down 1 in ferocity. Are they even able to have... No, they're never going to have full on this ferocity stat. We'll have to breed them with someone else for that. But otherwise, they're perfect in ferocity, pretty much. Almost. Perception, we're not even down at all. So this is the middle beetle as well. Health, we're down 1, 2. Regeneration, we're down 1. Quickness, we're down 2. Are they able to have good stats? In the top one, yes. The bottom one, no. And strength, we're only down 2. This could be decent if we breed back for strength and, was it health? I think. Another armor one. We're down 1 in ferocity, 2 in ferocity, 1 in perception. Health is not bad. 1 in regeneration, 2 in quickness, 2 in strength. That's not so great. So the middle one's still probably our best candidate. Full on armor. We're down 2 in ferocity, down 1 in perception, 1 in health, 1 in regeneration, 2 in quickness, 1 in strength. Are they able? No, they're always going to have 1 missing in strength. That one's down on armor here, but what about this one? I still think the middle one may be our best option. I think the middle one is going to be our best option. I'm not looking closely 100%, but I think this is better. We have better stats, I believe, with this one. We do have this one big gap in strength, but we're going to be breeding back into strength. So we have quickness, regeneration, perception. I think we're going to keep this one, because this one seems pretty good. Jungeness is a pretty good beetle, it looks like. Where's Jungeness? There. So now we're starting to get too many beetles again, though, so we're going to have to go through and start culling some off again, probably. So strength, we're down 2, so that's still considered acceptable. Quickness, we're down 2, which is still acceptable. Health, we're down 2. Perception is all present. Ferocity is only down 1. And armor is all present. Okay. Jungeness, so if we look at... I think that's better than Pertlop. So let's compare. Because Pertlop, okay. I think, because that's a better thing there. So the armor stat on Pertlop is a lot better. But ferocity, we're down 1. Perception, we're down 1. Health, we're down 2. That's looking pretty similar, but a bit better for Jungeness. Regeneration, we're down 1. And then quickness 2. And strength 2. Whereas, okay, still 2 strength. 1. Still 2 quickness. I don't know. Actually... Oh, okay. I think I am gonna get rid of Pertlop. That might be a mistake, but I think, well... Actually, no, I don't really want to get rid of Pertlop. I might even want... I don't know. We'll consider it later. What I'm gonna do, though, is I'm gonna send... What about Nonizu? Because we have Toggers as well. Toggers definitely has better strength. Better quickness, yes. Regeneration. They both have good regeneration. And then they're both about the same. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Nonizu. Even though we have perfect armor, we're gonna breed back for that. 'Cause it's kind of this, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of a Rubik's Cube. If you guys have ever, if you guys have ever played with a Rubik's Cube, basically what it is it's a square where or a cube where the goal is it's split up and you can rotate, it has different sections of color and you have to try and line it up so each side is a solid color. But often what is known for is as you're rotating around, you get one side done and the others will all still be jumbled up, and so you have to mess up the one side that's perfect in order to get the others in place. And that's very much what this reminds me of. You often have to mess up... What is that? What is this? Is this new? I don't remember being able to, like, punt trash out of there. But it very much reminds me of that. So, let's see. Who else do we have that we can maybe send out? I think I'm gonna send... I don't want to send Jungeness out. I'm gonna send Pertlop out if we can. To scout... What about this one? That's still not very good. Jungeness has very bad... Who has the best chance of success? Ozagoopy. So, I don't really want to send Ozagoopy out. Let's go back to the nest. I'm gonna just fast forward time here. Jungeness, we'll try and breed Jungeness maybe once before, and I might work some more off camera and show you a little more in there. We'll get some more fighting in soon, don't you worry. I just don't want to risk sending our best beetles out on a mission that could get them killed. Okay. So we're out of grooming items as well. I think Jungeness just grew up. And, let's make sure we have enough bedding down. And we've also got food down. And then we'll start working with some of these beetles that we brought in. Here we go, we still got some of these. Okay, so let's go back to our beetles. Jungeness has not grown. There we go. Alright, so Jungeness, let's select and we'll do breeding, and then I kind of want to breed to Ozagoopy. Or, yeah, and then Jungeness. I kind of want to see, because the armor stat we're working on, but that would up the other stats quite a bit, I think. Yeah, I think I want to breed back into that and see if we can get, hopefully we'll get lucky. I tend to, with these, play a little bit on the lucky side of hoping we'll get a lot of good genetics, but that can kind of backfire sometimes. So let's look at these. So we have full armor, and we have full ferocity, full perception, health is down 1, 2, regeneration is down 1, quickness is down 2, and strength is down 1. That's not bad. Let's look at the others. I'm looking for a full armor stat. So, no. Possibly, yes. Ferocity's down quite a bit. Perception is down. No, I don't think that one's gonna be as good. That one's down. That one's down. We have perfect there. Perfect there. Actually, we only have 1 missing from all of ferocity. We're down 1 on health, 1 on regeneration, 1 on quickness, and 3 on strength. So the strength we'd want to breed back in, but that's actually, I think, even better. So this top one here is our current best pick. Armor's down, armor's full on this one though. 1 missing on regeneration. Perception is not bad, but we're only missing 1 period. And health is down 1. Regeneration is down 1. Quickness is down 1. I still think the one up here is better. You think we're gonna keep this one. So we'll go ahead. Axagoopy, okay. Let's go back to the nest, and then we'll name Axagoopy, and then maybe I'll keep playing some off camera and continue working on this and just see what I can figure out off camera. These are really long episodes too. I find my genetics games usually are, so strength is not. Strength is only down 2, 3. So strength is actually going to be an X. It's a long time since we've seen an X in strength. Quickness is down 1, regeneration is down 1, health is down 1, perception has all represented, ferocity has all represented, and armor has all represented. So I'm gonna go ahead and I think we'll wrap this episode up here for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.